Hi everyone. Today we wanted to share with you some distance learning tips for parents. None of us are thrilled about the situation at hand, but we here at Orion are trying to make the best of it, and I'm sure that you at home are doing the same thing. So here are just a few tips that might help out as you are trying to become your students' teacher now. So the first thing that we know as teachers and humans and parents is that organization is really important. Organizational skills when they're studying at home, it can be difficult, but it is vital to organize and help your child get organized to stay on track at home. For a lot of kids, staying organized is a big challenge, and so we have some helpful hints for you. The first is to establish a clear routine. Children work best when they have routines and structure. So if you are establishing a clear routine around homework at home, including when and where homework gets done and setting up daily schedules for homework, that's going to be very helpful. And the other thing is rewards. Everybody needs a reward to do the hard stuff, right? If we didn't get a paycheck, we wouldn't want to go to work. If we didn't have that beautiful green yard to play in all summer, we wouldn't want to have to go out and fertilize and pull weeds. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of those as well. So as far as organizing and setting routines, I have 4 steps to share with you today. The first one is to find a location in the house where your child's homework is going to be done. So the right location depends on your child and the culture of your family. Some children do fine to do homework in their room, and because it's quiet and it's away from the hustle and bustle. But other children, if they're put in their rooms to get homework done, are going to find too many things to distract themselves. And so they're going to do best in a central location like the dining room table or the kitchen counter to help them limit distractions. So find what works best for your child. Step 2 is to set up a little homework center. You're going to want a clear workspace that is large enough for them to set out all the materials they're going to need. And you're going to want to have all the supplies that your child might need right there at hand. Depending on the type of homework your child is doing, they're going to need different supplies, and it's just handy to have everything right there. Step 3 is to establish a homework time. So we want your children to get in the habit of doing homework at the same time every day. This does not mean that at 10 o'clock everybody sits down and does homework until the homework is done, because we know it is important to take breaks throughout the day. So you might have a morning homework time and an afternoon homework time. But these times are going to vary for individual students. Some students can sit still for hours at a time and really plug away and get things done all in one stretch. But most of us need a little break time. And also taking those breaks is going to be a little bit of a motivator. So if you work on this assignment for 1 hour, we're going to get up and go for a walk around the block. So you can kind of build breaks in as incentives as well, and that's kind of helpful. Step 4 is to establish a homework schedule. And this is the part where we need you as parents to sit down with your child. A lot of students can figure this out on their own, but so many of our students are really struggling to figure out where to even begin. So We are asking you if you could sit down at the beginning of homework time with your child and review the day's assignments. You're going to find those assignments on Canvas or Google Classroom, wherever your specific teachers are putting their assignments. You will sit down with them and you will kind of draw up a little homework schedule, review those assignments, make sure that your child understands what they're supposed to be doing, and make sure they have the materials that they're going to need to do that. Making a daily to-do list is awesome because that helps them know where to start. And if they are motivated like I'm motivated, I love checking things off my list. So I love to make a big long list of things to do and then watch as it shrinks while I cross things off. So that can be a little bit of a motivator as well. So the last thing I want to talk about today is incentives, because as we said a few minutes ago, we need something to make it interesting. Some students are really motivated by grades, and that's awesome if your child is one of those, but a lot of students are not. And especially, I feel like it's been hard for them to care about grades right now when they're not at school, and it's been tougher. It's a tough sell, the grade thing, for at least my own students at home. So maybe your child needs a different incentive other than just a grade. Maybe there's a fun activity that you could come up with that your family is going to do as soon as everyone's homework is done for the day. Or maybe your child just loves to play a specific video game. And if you tell your child you can play your video game as soon as this homework is done, then that works great. Also, TV time is another thing. You guys, don't be afraid to put limits on your child and then make them accountable to those limits. It's okay to say you don't get your dessert until you finish your dinner. And that's exactly what we're asking you to do here. We're asking you to tell your child that school is important. And so as soon as this much homework is done, you can have this much free time. And there's a lot of things that can constitute that free time. So you know your child best. What motivates your child? What's their favorite thing to do? If their favorite thing to do is dependent on getting their homework done, they're going to be a lot more motivated to get that homework done. You are the most important teacher in your child's life. We here at school love your children. We miss them dearly. But you guys, right now, it is more essential than ever for you and us to work as partners to educate all of these children that are not within our walls. Teachers are still doing their very best to educate, and we need your help to ensure that that success happens. If there's anything you need, any questions you have, your child's teachers are here, available, ready and willing and eager to help with whatever we can to help everyone succeed during this uncertain time. One final note is this: please take care of yourself. Parents, this is hard. We're all stressed out. You're being asked to do things that you never expected. And it is not selfish of you to take some time and take a break and lock yourself in your room and sip a cup of hot chocolate or drink some Diet Coke, whatever it is for you, and just have a minute to yourself to take a breath and to recenter. That is okay. In fact, it's necessary now more than ever. So thanks again for everything you're doing for your students and everything you're doing to help support teachers. Together we will make it through this, and we'll be back to school next year, and we'll all be even more grateful for each other than we were before. Thanks, parents.